I'm back.
Yeah, holy, that is loud. Thank you.
I'm back. Ready for more somehow.
Yeah, if we even can be at this point. I don't know what to expect now.
I cannot believe what I just watched. What I had the honor of commentating. Yeah, Rag looks unhappy. Rag is typing in chat. They do not appear pleased with their performance. Froot is missing as well.
It's still offline. It's funny. Hopefully it does top in sync.
Is it just me, or does it feel like after that No Mod 6, it was like a crossroads in the world?
I almost feel the same way. I'm still coming to terms with the dimension we live in now. It's very different.
What's this?
No Mod 5, right? Yeah. No Mod 6 yet. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, I was also thinking that. I was like, wait, is there? Yeah. Yeah, crazy. So now we're just waiting on Froot to launch, and did get in the stream or the map.
Cards make him play mouse. By the way, Sonica, is it official that Showcase is 7 a.m. PST tomorrow?
I think it'd just be after the match, because I think the match tomorrow should be the last one, right? Four a.m. you guys this time. Wow. Rip.
I will probably not be there for the match, but I am willing to wake up for the showcase.
Okay, well, we talked about CS. It's okay, he's got his tournament on his mind. Nah, nothing.
Oh, the showcase, is it gonna be is it gonna happen right after the match? Because I'm willing to wake up for it. I just don't want to miss it. Just let me know when you have a time set and I'll be there for it. Oh fuck, yeah, you're right. They didn't pick
we,
versus CV?
Did it? By the way, did it finalize? I mean, I'll just...
You just check the channel.
later.
Check the channel.
Yeah. I feel like it kept getting moved, so I wasn't sure what needed to be done still, but alright. Froot does join. We're in the lobby. And it's looking like they're doing their roles now.
So if the last match was, you know, David versus Goliath, I think this is David versus an even bigger Goliath. MkN versus Froot.
And it's like the Supernova versus Diane. Yeah, fan pops a nose. Yeah, I think on paper this is probably going to be the most lopsided match we would have seen all week. But we've also seen some crazy stuff happen in some of these matches.
Yeah, we've already seen a crazy result. Okay, but Froot does look fairly sharp.
Man, that's not fair. Pretty sure Froot, like, just rolled up. Hasn't played any today. Needs this one warm-up. Is actually just that good at the game.
Sonica needs to make an announcement that we're streaming again, by the way.
Yeah.
MkN disconnecting? No, okay. By the way, this is actually crazy that Froot is hitting this.
Yeah. Some of these patterns are so crazy. It's finally breaking a little. Using this as their warm-up is also kind of a crazy big play.
Nova versus a dying hand.
Yeah, that's me when I pick a Sid star map. Alright.
I can't wait until the pool gets to 6 hours and then I can get replays again.
Yeah.
No, but I've been too busy editing intro for the custom. So
Oh, I know. I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, I'm pretty hyped for it, dude. Get some shit cooking. Oh yeah, it's the new. Yeah, I mean you've seen the intro. You've seen the intro, Nep. They put your name in there. Like, didn't you see the clip? Like, it says your name. I would have put your name if it wasn't the replay.
Nope. In caps.
What the hell?
Got him. Alright, well, I mean, I do think MkN starting to warm up a bit of his aim here. Probably a good one to get a feel for this map.
I'm always a proponent that really, like, playing your skill cap to warm up is actually really good. Because it kind of calibrates your vision for difficulty in like a way that makes whatever you're gonna play later look a lot easier. I find that
for sure.
I find that whatever map I play first of the day kind of sets the tone.
Very like theory of relativity-esque. If this stuff is super hard, anything else so much easier in comparison, and let's see if that works out.
And anyone pulling on the new Enfield banner, by the way? Is it already up? Hold on, should I do live pulls here? Should I do live pulls while they're rolling?
I think we technically offer live polls while we're live.
Hey, I'm opening it. While they roll, I roll.
Real.
Well, I do need to do a 10 pull because I have the free one from last banner. Right, Froot getting the choice wins the roll.
So, going in, like we said, it being an uphill battle is kind of a massive understatement here. I think Froot has pretty much been on everyone's radar to make it out of this bracket very comfortably here. But I do think, you know, some of MkN's strongest skill set here, Froot is known to deeply despise hidden. Hidden pits are probably going to be somewhat in the wheelhouse of what MkN might want to lean into here. And MkN is also pretty comfortable on hard rock. MkN plays a lot of hard rock, sets a lot of hard rock scores, and has been known to try to push SR cap with hard rock. So we might just be seeing modded pits from MkN, and I think it's unquestionably going to be very consistency-focused pits coming out of Froot. Probably won't be surprised to see some 98 or 99 atch on some of the consistency picks.
Yeah, we do see the first ban being hit in 2 anyways. So it looks like that might be a little bit of like an almost wasted pick, I guess, just because it seems like MkN was not gonna go there anyway.
Yeah, I would say of the hidden maps I've known MkN to play, Hidden 2 is definitely not within that ballpark. And yeah, a flat out consistency ban, which knowing your opponent, like MkN knows here, it is almost 100% of the time going to be going Froot's way on a no mod 1 type pick. Does not want to see that, and we get the DT4 instead.
Yeah, DT4, you might have
we
seen
saw
it already.
this. Yeah, we saw this in a couple matches ago, but not in the last one we just watched. We didn't get to see any DT in Rat vs. Cookie, so we're gonna dip back into that pool for the first time in what seems like a while.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not. I won't say it's that easy of a pool, just because this map's in it, and the rest I'm really not sure if there's anything that would be outright, simple.
Yeah, this is gonna be a very awkward map to start off a match like this. I think
Highly rhythmic.
Yeah, getting your footing in a match is kind of what every tourney player aims to do in any of their first hits. And choosing such a jank first one is definitely a huge gamble here, but I kind of like it. I think, if you want to play these more rhythmic patterns, this more awkward type of map, throw off some of Froot's consistency for the remainder of the match, potentially, this is how you would do it.
Yeah, and also I did 4 10 pulls, didn't get shit.
Get owned. All right.
Okay.
Back to the match.
Okay, buddy. All right.
Nah, that's every gacha ever for me. All right.
I got pretty lucky last banner, so I wasn't expecting much. I got 2 6 stars and 1 10 pulls. So. But yeah, anyway, so back to the match. Froot did find an early miss, but has recovered fairly smoothly, and MkN has just kind of been right behind him, not very far, 100 combo apart, a little bit behind in the act, but that'll be enough for 60. Okay, I'm not gonna say that number.
Ooh, okay.
Froot.
That's a major blunder there. That is probably one of the easier, I guess the timing on that would have been slightly awkward, but it's not like there wasn't any crazy aim. But MkN does trade right back, so there's not really going to be a side swap or a lead change just yet.
But that is enough to at least give MkN some breathing room. But they're going to need a little bit more from Froot. Just a little bit more.
For sure.
Just one more miss. It's like Falcon.
Wait, we're not.
The wrong player. It's the wrong player that finds the miss, and MkN is now further behind. That score gap is only going to increase. A quarter of the map left, and unfortunately, the rhythm was too much. Not jet set radio, more like stay at home on the computer, and another miss from MkN. That is basically curtains going to Bed Bath & Beyond with this map.
I mean, definitely curtains here, but I will say, given maybe if MkN was a little more warm, a 91 act on that isn't even that terrible. I do think there were some sections that it definitely could have held through there. Again, though, starting off a match with as awkward as a pitch as that, even less misses overall than Froot, so I don't think it was a terribly bad pick. I just think that
It's just hard.
Yeah.
It's just hard.
Yeah, I think the idea behind his pick definitely should have panned out, or could have panned out at least, but
yeah, should have, could have,
not
would have,
there
but
that time.
I won't fault the pick just because it is one of those gambly picks. It's not a bad one. Like, just because you lose doesn't mean the decision was wrong. And I mean, it does show that Froot doesn't necessarily look as invincible as we might have been making them out to be. But outside of that, I'm not really sure what other super technical maps. Maybe No Mod 4. MkN. Oh,
Yeah.
they're already going to No Mod 4. Froot's taking the pick themselves.
Yeah, and it's a Froot pick. Yeah, not a MkN pick. Though I guess, this one's going to be a little bit more on the slider heavy side. I think, assuming that Froot is maybe a little more comfortable with slider ends and being able to add to that, then this map might be more in the realm of comfortability than, say, that DT we just saw. So I can see it. I can see why this is the pick.
Froot turned in the music volume down.
Yeah, I mean, all right, and and to compensate, Sonata can just boost it way up. That made the stream great.
this song is like playing Osu while your parents are arguing in the background.
Yeah. No, it is funny just how I was saying the map quickly turns from 10% volume to the map.
I can't believe that I've seen this pooled in Hard Rock. This is
crazy.
This map is so hard. It was for qualifiers too. I think the average was like 200k on it.
It's for the qualifiers. All right, into the map.
Yeah,
both players looking comfy enough.
Yeah, we got a soft launch into the start of this match, but once this map starts, it doesn't stop, and MkN already finds a miss in the intro.
Yeah, real awkward one too. Kind of, I definitely had to have been some sort of over tap because otherwise you aim was
again, but that was just a flat under aim, but Froot trades it. That early miss doesn't matter much. It doesn't matter much really when you chain another miss. And Froot finally, but MkN finds a slider break, so Froot's gonna be right back into it, and I'm not sure if Froot is gonna be as generous as they were in that first map.
No, definitely not. I think you're seeing why this was the pick. Froot showing that these slider ends are not going to be an issue. Is dropping a little bit more act on this harder section, but was holding at 98 up until that point. So definitely showing that it at least was not for nothing that this was the pick. Definitely feeling like he had motive behind it.
Oh, but
kind of miss though.
There's another miss, and that score gap is shrinking. Not very quickly though. MkN's gonna have to put in a lot of work to make it happen. But
yeah,
there's a chance.
Especially with how much is left in the map. Not a ton of time.
Oh, but a break.
Under aim. Yeah.
That will do it.
And now we get to listen to a really good song that everyone really likes.
Yeah, we should stop commenting so everyone can just listen. That was a sample. That was a sample they used. But...
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for committing, by the way. All right. Yeah. You know, it was his pick, but wasn't a landslide victory there. Very close accuracy towards the end, and MkN's still showing that miscounts are lower. Lots of slider breaks coming through on these sections that I think in prac maybe he wasn't getting before. So
yeah, but the thing is, with the small miscounts, slider breaks are still misses, right? Like because they don't show up in the because they don't show up on the scoreboard doesn't mean that you necessarily played better, right? It just means that you got a few extra 100s that also happen to break the combo. And the thing is that one breakpoint. It's not the end of the world. These maps haven't been so far apart that you feel like, it's so over. But you kind of, you really, if you have a pocket pick, this is where you pick it, right? Like, you just need to get
Hard Rock
into
3.
the match.
I was gonna say, I think it had to be something Hard Rock here. I think Hard Rock 2 is a little bit too hard to gamble on with how consistent of a player Froot is. Hard Rock 1 could have been the pick here, but Hard Rock 3, we're still in the realm of very, slightly awkward map picks, and I think MkN's just gonna try to combo game his way through this one.
Yeah, I don't think I've had a chance to see this map actually. Is this ult or is this something else?
Yeah, chat, is it ult or something else? I don't actually know.
We're gonna find out together.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a learning experience for everyone.
Yeah, this was before I was on the team, so I didn't get to see this map.
Oh, this is speed. Okay, this is speed. And Asu is also. Yeah, we should have match in like 8 hours, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Please, God, I need it.
Spanta, our resident tapping player, really channeling the tapping energy here.
My
oh,
aim,
yeah.
my aim is kind of homeless.
Yeah, I do remember this. Yeah, it's gonna be a very tough tapping test. I think the aim being on, you know, MkN's side, if he's feeling comfortable on the aim, as long as he can tap and hold combo on some of these patterns, it's gonna make a giant difference.
Whoa,
And
wait, what happened? What
was
happened there? Is it in a port?
That is.
There, or?
I think they're just playing it out.
Okay.
Okay, well, MkN got possessed for a minute, but I think we're actually in the map.
And then broke again anyways. And not that it really matters because Froot is just maintaining that combo.
I will say, I think this is a pretty strong skill set to try to take a point from Froot here. I think Froot known no-mod enjoyer, and no-mod consistency enjoyer, like we've already stated. Aim consistency, relatively lower BPM consistency. So this is kind of a pick that I think, you know, would work out in most cases to win an accuracy battle, but you gotta be FCing for that to be the case. And
Yeah, you're matching the act, but you're not matching the combo, and that's not a recipe for a win. That's just a recipe to watch your opponent pull away from you with 100,000 points.
for sure. And, you know, already more than halfway through the map, this slow section, there's only going to be one real difficult stream section coming up, but given that Froot was able to still hold on by the skin of his teeth in the last one, it's almost unlikely that he misses here. And it's actually wraps.
Yeah, it was a worthy try, but unfortunately Froot combo gamed better.
Yeah, again, the idea behind all of MkN's picks, I think, have been pretty on the money here. I think, you know, MkN is matching the act, but definitely not the combo. And
yeah, well, you know what they say about, you know, in theory something works. Or, sorry, they say in theory it'll work in practice, but in practice, right? Like it's just, it just doesn't match up. Like the picks, the theory behind the picks are good, but you do have to go out and execute. And unfortunately, MkN just hasn't been able to execute. And sure, they have better act, but
dude, that is an awesome score.
But the all-important...
A 652k perfect combo.
Is it a
Froot.
full combo?
That's my goat.
You're nuts, man. You're well on your way to being an Osu Rhythm champion.
Yeah, that is again a tough one. In, you know, you already get the point or the pick advantage, I would say, being able to pick 2 maps earlier than your opponent, and both of them being breakpoints. It's only gonna get harder from now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's fair to say that if MkN doesn't take a breakpoint here, their route to a victory becomes a whole lot harder. And also, I don't think I've ever seen a score that low on a full combo.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen pretty crazy shit today, so I'm numb to it now.
Yeah, we've seen the whole gamut, and we're gonna see No-Mod 3 coming in next. Taeyeon, what is Taeyeon aim?
Taeyeon aim is the earthquake meme. It is it's our goat.
So we're gonna get fucking
live earthquake.
fucking to Asa here, or no on 3.
Another slightly unorthodox pick. I mean, this is going to be a little bit more on the consistency side, and a BPM that Froot's going to be more comfortable playing. But, I mean, I guess given what maps are even available, this makes sense. But, I don't know. I do think there probably could have been some stronger ones, but with how Froot's holding, it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, when you've won 2 breakpoints, you have the luxury of just being able to choose what you want to play rather than the most optimal. Right?
Yeah.
So even if it's a
Probably
little bit
deciding
closer,
it's time I listen to this map.
Yeah,
I
it's
want to
like,
listen to this song.
yeah, it's like even if it's closer, sure, it's 3-1 rather than 3-0, like rather than 4-0. What's not a terribly big deal. And I mean, if you're you still have those pocket picks left over, right? So I personally think this is fine, especially if MkN starts handing over early misses just like that.
Yeah, early breaks before it even gets to the more difficult section here. These trade-offs pretty easy to like either under aim or over aim some of these sliders. Yeah, as we see there, MkN over aims one, gets another break, and you know it's not going to do any favors when Froot's already still FCing with a 96.
Yeah,
starting to mount.
And that warm-up pick almost feels like just an aura pick right now because you get a pretty good score on that warm-up, and now you're in no mod 3 and you're just full comboing. Sure, 95% act is the greatest, but it's still very, very strong. And
For sure.
I mean, MkN just also hasn't been able to find their footing on this map in particular. It just, sure, 200 combo here and there, but against Froot, you will need a little bit more to challenge.
Now, I was gonna say score lead hit 200k, but it did not after that break. Though halfway through the map, it's gonna pretty much take an FC from this point on. And with that break, I do think that kind of seals the map firmly in place of Froot's favor. It'd be pretty unlikely unless there's a major meltdown here.
I think even with a major meltdown, I'm not sure if it would ever get low enough to give MkN just some room. Like even 100k down, that's still tough. No FC, okay.
All right, well, asserting dominance. 3-0 down. That's my goat, MkN.
Imagine they pointed the wrong way though.
Yeah.
That would have been the aura loss of the century. But anyways.
Arrow down at your own store.
Yeah, Froot is just
not too much to say here. Yeah, not
just
too much
there.
to say. Just closes it out.
You know, good old reliable. They're like the elk, been around for centuries. One miss, like on demand. That map is not easy, by the way.
No, definitely not. That is it's easily one of those maps that you look at and you're like, okay, well, I mean, it made sense. I should be able to play it. And then you play it and, you know, you're like, oh, never mind. I just suck, I guess. But Froot, one missing, 565k. It's match point now. And MkN's winner's bracket life on the line at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, it's really, really hard to see. Like, sure, it's not technically impossible, but it is very difficult to imagine a world where MkN is able to not only take this tiebreaker, but take it past that. It will begin with one of their picks. So
it's gotta.
What is there to?
I still think it has to be hidden. I don't know. Yeah, hidden one. Okay. I was gonna say, like, going into this match, I think the only routes I saw that MkN would, you know, be able to take maps and then, you know, maybe in some crazy world take the entire match is that you gain momentum on these hidden picks. Froot only has one hidden ban. he's gonna ban one of the hiddens, and of course it was hidden 2. This is, I think, the mod that you probably have the best chance against him on. So I'm kind of shocked we're seeing it so late into the match. But MkN is known to not really enjoy hidden that much either. So I get it. I think those gamble picks and that approach that he had was not bad, but it just didn't pan out enough, and he didn't have the wiggle room to have more hidden pits here. But
yeah. I mean, it did look like the first few maps were very, very close. So I don't fault the strategy; it just didn't happen to work out on this occasion, and we're just really going to be left watching Froot's. We're gonna be just left watching, seeing if Froot can clean up this match in style with the 5-0, or if MkN will extend it to see at least one more Froot.
Yeah. And then we have to have the customary crash on hidden 1 real quick.
Just re-download the map, man.
It does happen. Holy audio. Yeah, no, awesome. It's the same map.
Yeah, just re-download it.
Okay, so where did we ended up last time joining 30% of the way into the map. So let's see if that's the case this time.
Yeah, and last time I believe that Bracket missed a few times, but in this case it looks like MkN came in with either a ton of missed slider ends or a really early miss.
Yeah.
But it looks like Froot, even if they don't like hidden, doesn't mean that they can't play it at this SR especially.
And not even that he wouldn't want to play it, but also that it's, you know, looking like a 99 finish here. Does find a miss though, but with MkN already missing prior, it doesn't look like it should matter at all. It is an inconsistency map after all, which is Froot's strongest skill set, so it being hidden is looking like it's not going to be enough of a nerf to keep this from being a point.
This is one of those picks where after the first, like, say 30% of the map, the rest feels like a formality, and that is really just a microcosm of the match at large. After the first 3 maps, it just felt like all Froot all the time, like we're working at a grocer's, and really there is just nothing rotten about this Froot either.
No, definitely
MkN,
not.
Unfortunately, I mean, what MkN, right? That's Japanese for orange, and
yeah, it is. It's the Froot matchup, but I guess just generic Froot is gonna take.
Unfortunately,
it
the genus dominates the one example, and in this case, Froot pushing on through to winners. MkN sent to losers in the Thunderdome, and they will. Who are they gonna face? Who is MkN going to face?
I don't know. It's good no matter which way, but yeah, a singular miss and 2 axe drops in that entire pitch, and that secures Froot a pretty comfy 5-0. Kind of just coasting through the bracket at the moment. I'm pretty sure that's 2 back-to-back 5-0s from Froot, which I think a lot of players, you know, might not be too surprised seeing, but yeah, it's gonna be Froot, Cookie, Kuda, Katine, and then MkN's gonna go down and face Vinci in the lower brackets. That's a matchup, because Vinci's last match ran very close. In fact, I'm sure Vinci was down at one point, if I remember properly. So that should be a close one.
And as for the upper bracket, not Cookie. Oh yeah, no, it is Cookie. It's gonna be Cookie versus Froot.
Cookie versus Froot.
And that is going to be a match to watch, because we're gonna have the accuracy versus combo.
The combo game. That's true. Yeah, I mean, you know, given Cookie on a good day, even if he you know, combos at HC1, full combos. Even if the act is way worse, easy point there. So we'll see. That could very well be a crazy one too. I mean, really, once we get far enough in, it's like all these matchups are pretty scary. I think everyone has already shown what skill sets and what maps they want to pick into and what they're strong at. So there's enough info now. It's pretty much up to the players how it pans out.
Well, that's going to be it for. Oh, they're doing a tiebreaker showcase.
Banger.
My voice is okay. Never